What should a beginning artist choose for dyeing eyebrows, tint or henna? Let's figure it out. Hi everyone, my name is Daria Plekhanova. I'm eyebrow trainer in Pro company. Every eyebrow artist should have both tint and henna in their arsenal because both have advantages and some peculiarities. Let's start with the fact that tint and henna are similar in coloring capacities and long-lasting effect. Until recently, a year or two ago, there was a limited choice of tints. They were mostly designed to dye only hairs, while skin was barely treated at all. Of course, artists kept choosing henna because it was dyeing skin pretty well and lasted much longer. But modern tints are as much durable as henna, they shape a beautiful silhouette and dye skin properly. Both henna and tint provide the same results in skin dyeing and stay long. It's their common feature. But what's the difference then? Let's figure it out. We will start with tints and their advantages. First, I have already mentioned, tints can be different. Some of them dye hairs only, while some tints leave a semi-transparent layer on the skin. Those are semi-permanent tints. Today, you can also find permanent tints that color the skin deeply and stay bright as henna. The next advantage is the combination of dyeing and popular service, long-lasting styling. If the tint does not contain toxic components, it will not cause serious allergic reactions. So always test your tint before the procedure and buy tints from well-established producers. A quality tint won't contain toxic components, so it cannot cause allergy. However, if your skin is very sensitive or you've got tint intolerance, you may experience a minor local reaction, such as flushing, exfoliation, or itching. Anyway, it's highly recommended to perform a preliminary allergy testing, preferably to meet your client in advance and apply some tint on the elbow's inner part and behind an ear. Then you should watch the skin reaction during a day or even two. After that, feel free to tint your client's eyebrows. I recommend buying tint from quality and well-known producers so you won't have to worry about your clients having any sort of unpleasant reactions. So what are the tint's drawbacks? First, tint is less durable than henna. It stays on hairs for 3 or 4 weeks. Also, in most cases, tint that's mixed with a developer cream has a light shade or even white. When applying it on the skin, we don't see the silhouette. That's why an eyebrow line should be drawn in advance with a pencil or brow paste, and only then you will feel the outline with tint. In my opinion, the texture is not as heavy as in henna, so you should apply it thickly throughout and inside the silhouette. For me, such texture is not convenient. The next drawback of tint is that you should also buy a developer cream for it. It contains ammonia or its derivatives and hydrogen peroxide that have a negative impact on hairs. Such type of dyeing has no health benefits. It only provides an aesthetic effect. Now let's discuss henna. What are its advantages? First, it lasts longer, on hairs up to 1.5 or even 2 months. The result is more lasting. The next advantage of henna is that it has an important regenerating capacity. In fact, such dyeing is useful for eyebrows, skin and hairs. In ancient times, camphor leaves, that very henna, was used as a remedy to treat open wounds or skin diseases. Indeed, henna has a great restoring capacity for hair growth and skin regeneration. By dyeing eyebrows with henna on a regular basis, you can restore your eyebrows. If eyebrows are overplucked or there are some gaps between hairs, henna will strengthen even very thin hairs and make them thicker. So if you want to restore or grow eyebrows, I recommend using henna regularly. I personally use the products of Henna Expert brand. Visit by visit, I really see that my clients' eyebrows are growing and getting thicker, and hairs appears on the spots they haven't been before. Thus, I recommend using henna if you want to grow your eyebrows. The next advantage of henna is that you don't have to buy an oxidant. All you need is some water of room temperature. One more benefit is henna's consistency. By default, henna has a thicker and viscous texture than tint, so it allows drawing a silhouette not with a pencil or brow paste, but henna. It is visible on the skin. I think it's more convenient and pleasant to work with. However, henna, like in any other product, has some nuances. What are they? First, henna is all-natural product. Its components may contain allergic agents and cause an allergic reaction, like any natural component, that pollen or wool or some food allergens like citrus or other fruits, nuts, and so on. The next point is that I don't recommend using henna more than once in a month, because henna dries eyebrows hairs, and by dyeing them too often, you can make hairs lose elasticity. So don't overdo with dyeing. The last point is connected with the previous one. You shouldn't combine henna with styling procedure, because products for eyebrow styling also dry hair a bit. So in order to prevent hair drying and brittleness, you should make a break between eyebrow lamination and henna dyeing, not less than 30 days. 30 days before lamination and 30 days after. If you are a beginning artist, please consider my recommendation. Don't perform henna dyeing too often and avoid mixing it with eyebrow lamination, because eyebrows can become very brittle and start falling. To prevent it, make a 30-day break. Also, I don't recommend using henna after hair bleaching. The reason is the same. Any bleaching affects hair structure and dries it up, so you need 1 or 2 months to restore hairs. You can treat them with cosmetic oils and only then use henna for coloring. To check clients' allergic reactions to henna, you should perform an allergic test in advance. It's the same as for tint. Apply henna on a band of elbow and behind an ear. Wait for up to 2 days and look for any negative reactions of the body. Okay, let's sum it up. What to choose, tint or henna? I recommend buying both and choosing a product depending on your client's individual reactions. As for me, I prefer henna. I choose it because for me, it is easier to draw a shape with henna. It is more convenient for me to handle. But we are different. Each artist has favorite coloring products. You should find yours. But if you have any complications in eyebrow design, for example, you can't find the right tint or create a necessary color, let me invite you to training courses by ProGlance. We will discuss all nuances of tint and henna, and of course, we'll practice on models in personal. The link to the basic course and advanced training is below in video description. That's it for today. Don't hesitate to tell us about your favorite coloring product in comments. If you have any questions concerning eyebrow design, I will be glad to answer them. Thumbs up this video if it was useful for you. It was Daria Plekhanova. See you!